load shedding.
Yeah, load shedding, sir. Sir, reply to start question number 58. A, sir, the frequent load shedding in the state is due to the power regulations imposed by the central generating and transmission companies. B, sir, a general notice for disconnection of service under Section 56 of the Electricity Act 2003 was issued by number MECL/CA/GA/7/2019/173, dated 15th of January 2021, sir.
So the issue of MECL has been discussed at length in the last 3 to 4 days, especially with the issues with the signing of agreement with NTPC. I would not go on to that, sir. Let me go to the very basic issues faced by the people at large, at the ground. As we need the air to breathe, we need the water to drink. Same time, we need electricity also in each and every aspect of our life. Even in this August house also, sir, if there is no electricity, we cannot talk, nobody can hear, we cannot see also. It is very important aspect of our life. So with regard to answer in B, the response is from the Honorable Minister is that the general notice for disconnection has been issued. A general notice, be it through social media or newspaper, but I'm concerned about individual notice. Even Section 56(1) of the Electricity Act 2003 also have said very clearly that 15 days time has to be given from the producer to the consumer before disconnection. So I would like to get clarification whether the ECL has been issued personal notice to each and every household before disconnection.
So my reply is very clear, sir, that a general notice for disconnection has been issued as per the relevant provisions of the MSCRC regulations 2018, sir. And matter about individuals, sir, that I believe, sir, I require notice for that, sir.
Right to water, electricity supply is integral part of right to life under Article 21 of our Constitution. Now, if we go at different villages, even in my own constituency, even from Rivoy district, so many people they keep on calling that disconnection has been there without prior notice. This is the issue. Now, sir, with the one-time settlement scheme in place, it has been there. We have been discussed for this also. I would like to get a categorical response from the minister in charge regarding the one-time settlement scheme for the extension of this very, very important scheme, which is a very positive step from MCL that has been undertook with these few days. I would like to get a categorical reply whether this OTS scheme will be extended, because in the call attention, the minister have replied till March. This is a very important to facilitate the consumer at the village level. We would like to get a categorical reply on this, sir, whether it will be extended or not for another 6 months or more than that.
Mr. Speaker, sir, yes, sir, as mentioned in the calling attention and also what Honorable Member from Nongpo has mentioned, that we have extended this OTS for till the 31st of March 2021, sir. But, sir, to further extend it, or rather in other words, to keep extending it, sir, it defeats the very purpose of having a one-time settlement. The one-time settlement is a window of opportunity for those people to avail a certain scheme within a certain stipulated time. Now, if you keep extending it, the value of it keeps reducing it, sir. So, yes, sir, we will still examine this matter, and if the need is felt that, yes, that there was not enough ample time for people to have known about this OTS scheme, a one-time settlement scheme, then we may take a call, sir. But right now, I cannot say or I cannot commit to anything, sir.
Sir, now disconnection has been done randomly for those who have not paid. But there are consumers who have started to pay. They have even went to the office of MCL to pay few. Say, for example, those who have an outstanding dues of 10,000. They have gone to pay for 3,000 or 2,000. Still, for those also, the electricity has been disconnected. I want to get a clarification whether the same yardstick will apply, because we have seen in social media, in newspaper also, even the employee from MECL, they have raised this issue that in few factories where what crores of rupees, where they paid around 4% in that factory in Giant Hills, and in Berrihat they pay around 1 crore out of more than 3 crore outstanding. But this, they give connection. So now what my point is that for those consumers who have started to pay, whether they will be disconnected or there will be a chance for them that they can finish without disconnections. That is my question.
So the one-time settlement is a structured scheme, sir. And when a person who wants to avail this one-time settlement approaches and he does the needful, sir, then yes, definitely, sir, the power connection will be restored. But if there are certain cases which the Honorable Member is pointing out to, where there has been a certain amount of discrepancies, then I welcome him to please, let me know about such cases and we will work it out, sir.
Sir, under the MECL Revenue Division, some households, not some, more than 100 to 100 households have suffered because of non-billing. Since 2019, even the Honourable Minister is aware, because a start question was placed which couldn't come for disposal. Because of the non-billing for more than a year, these households received the bill sometime in May 2019. Now this huge pending liability came, and there was this arrangement with the then CMD that we allow for installment payments, and households were allowed. With the coming of the OTS, they have overridden that informal agreement with the households, and now these households have been pushed for payment as a one-time settlement under the scheme. But the sad part is that, sir, the households were not aware about the OTS. And now in the month of February, there was this sudden rampage of disconnecting all these households who have suffered because of non-billing. Now, when the officers went at the doorstep of these households, they even offered that we will pay a bit, as the Honourable Member for Nongpoh has submitted. But then, sir, there has been no relief. And we know, sir, we have come through, we have seen it is a difficult year because of the pandemic. Children are having their exams. Now, in spite of all the efforts that we are trying to make the consumers aware, then this atrocity, I would say, sir, is still happening and people are suffering. And the problem lies because of the non-billing. So, sir, I would request the Honourable Minister, sir, to kindly review this, because households are suffering and now they are coming to us, sir, for solar lights, and we have to help them with solar lights also. It is really a pain, sir, to see the suffering of the people, sir. So I would request the Honourable Minister, sir, to kindly review this at this level and extend the benefits and perhaps give a lease of life to these families, sir.
Mr. Bliss. Mr. Speaker, sir, if it is indeed a case of non-billing, sir, we will get the matter examined, sir. And if the Honourable Member can provide names of these households, it will be more helpful for us to expeditiously resolve the matter, sir. But having said that, sir, today we should not look at this whole scenario from one side, sir. I agree to the fact that there is, on the one side, many consumers who have faced a lot of difficulty during the COVID time. But on the other side is also the MECL and its employees. And revenue collection, the majority of it comes from the bill collections the bill submissions and the revenue collected from energy usage, sir. So, sir, we as a corporation, we also have to look at the fact that the collection process is streamlined, the collection process is strengthened so that revenue collection comes in so that timely payments of salaries can be made, sir. So therefore, we have to look at both sides of the story. That's all I wanted to place as a submission, sir.